Foresights TV with me, Isma. Congress leader Shashi Tharoor, in a candid admission at the Raisina Dialogue on March 19, 2025, acknowledged that he had been mistaken in opposing India's stance during the early days of the Russia-Ukraine war. At the onset of the conflict, Tharoor had criticized India's neutral position, urging the country to condemn Russia's aggression. However, over time, Tharoor recognized that the policy India adopted positioned it uniquely to the global stage, enabling the country to play a potential role in fostering lasting peace between Russia and Ukraine. During the interactive session, he expressed that his earlier criticism that left him with egg on his face, but also highlighted how India's diplomatic balancing act had given the country the opportunity to influence the peace process. Here's a special story from Foresights TV. Shashi Tharoor's initial criticism of India's response to the Russia-Ukraine war stemmed from several well-known principles of international law and diplomacy. At the time, he argued that Russia's invasion of Ukraine violated the United Nations Charter, infringed on the sovereignty of a member state or Ukraine, and breached the inviolability of national borders. In Tharoor's view, these violations merited India's condemnation of Russia's actions. He firmly believed that India, historically an advocate of peace and non-violence, should take a stronger stance in opposing the invasion. However, 3 years after the war began, Tharoor admitted that India's policy of maintaining neutrality and engaging diplomatically with both Russia and Ukraine was, in hindsight, a strategic success. He praised India's Prime Minister for effectively balancing relationships with both Moscow and Kyiv, which, according to Tharoor, gave India a unique position of influence on the world stage. India's ability to maintain strong ties with both sides allowed it to play a central role in peace negotiations, a position few countries could achieve. Tharoor further suggested that India's distance from the European theatre of conflict and its neutral stance made it a valuable participant in potential peacekeeping operations. Although he clarified that he could not speak for the government, he indicated that if an agreed peace settlement between Russia and Ukraine were reached, India could be open to sending peacekeepers, particularly given that Russia had rejected European peacekeepers, particularly those from NATO countries. Drawing a contrast with India's refusal to send peacekeepers to Iraq in 2003 after the American invasion, Tharoor emphasized that India's long-standing commitment to peacekeeping with over 49 missions worldwide made it potential mediator in this ongoing conflict. Shashi Tharoor's reflections on India's stance during the Russia-Ukraine war highlighted the complexities of international diplomacy and the delicate balancing act that nations must navigate in times of global conflict. His recognition of the success of India's foreign policy strategy, particularly in positioning itself as a neutral yet influential actor, underscores the dynamic nature of international relations. Tharoor's admission that he had been wrong in his initial criticism demonstrates intellectual honesty and the importance of revisiting one's stance in light of changing global realities. As India continues to forge its path as a significant global power, its role in fostering peace and stability, especially in regions such as Eastern Europe, remains an important aspect of its diplomatic efforts. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Foresights TV with me, Isma.